Hey guys, it's Zach, and I'm back to make another video for you guys today. And today I'm going to be talking about goals and goal planning. And there are some sprinklers going on behind me, and you can probably hear that in the video some. Hopefully it's not too distracting, and you can hear me all right. But now, goals and goal planning is today's topic. And what I've found is it's really important to have a big, long-term vision. And something I've found is that you want to dream about your perfect life. Like, what would you be doing? What would your perfect life be like? What would your perfect day be like? And it doesn't matter how far you are from that right now. You're just thinking about a perfect day, a perfect dream life. What would you do? Write down your day, what you would do, the kinds of relationships you would have, who you would live with, who you would work with, what kind of work you would do, what you would create, and how you would serve people. Everything that you would do, and what you would have too. Just think about your perfect day and perfect life and what you would have and what you would own. And to think about these kinds of things, it can be challenging. I know I recently went through a period of time where I really didn't have any long-term big goals or dreams. And I was in that space for a while, for years actually. And I totally realize that it's something that happens to a lot of people, and it's totally normal and okay. But something about that mentality that I was stuck in, it was very much a victim mentality, very much like oh, I can't do that, that person can do that, they can do that, oh, they're lucky, they're different than me, they're just better, they can do it, I can't do it though because of this, like, I can't do it because of this, I have this problem though, so I can't do it. And it's just all these excuses, like, not me, I can't. And eventually, I just realized, fuck that. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. And when I picked my goals of moving to Florida and becoming the strongest version of myself, healing myself and my body and my pains and my issues, and becoming strong and fast and athletic and healthy and happy and thriving, and list goes on even more. All of this gave me like butterflies of excitement in my stomach and in my body, just like wow, this would be so amazing. But at the same time, it brought a lot of doubt and uncertainty and fear, and absolutely a lot of challenge and difficulty in achieving this. Like, these goals that I have, I want them more than anything. But at the same time, they're also the hardest thing that I could do. Like, I couldn't think of a more difficult dream or goal than what I have. But I decided to go for it and commit to it, and I've been telling myself it. I've been writing it down. I wrote a list. I wrote all these things down, my dream life years from now. And realistically, this is 3 to 5 years at least or more into the future when I really attain these sorts of things. But yeah, I wrote it all down, and I started telling myself I'm gonna do it, and I started believing it, and I'm making YouTube videos, and I'm talking about it, and I'm telling people, and I'm taking action. I moved to Florida, to a new area, to focus on myself, a change of scenery, a new me, a new life. I'm making YouTube videos, I'm talking about it, I'm doing it, I'm putting in action every day. I'm doing what I can right now to get to that point. And so you want to have these long-term, big life goals that are in the back of your mind as something far away to attain. And then I found it extremely helpful and beneficial to break that down into smaller, shorter term goals, nearer goals. So February 1st was my first day in St. Petersburg. And so about a month ago, I wrote down my goals for February 1st, 2018, which will be 1 year of being here in the city. And I wrote down my goals of what I want to have, what I want to be doing, how I want my life to be, how I want my schedule to be, what I want to be doing every day, and what do I want to have accomplished by that point. And I've got a long list of things. Quick summary of it is that I want to be able to do a couple different forms of bodywork therapy. There's so many bodywork therapies I've heard about and that I know about and that I've heard great things about, and I want to be able to do them. And these things are pretty expensive. I think it's pretty typical and normal for lots of these things to run at about $150 per session. So, talking money right here. Um, then I've got a lot of things that I want to do on my own in my free time that don't really cost money, but they just take a lot of time. And that's yoga, stretching, self-massage, physical therapy, all of these things. And I'm doing some of these things right now, what I can right now, with my time and my schedule and my money and my life circumstances right now. And I'm doing the best that I can right now. But there's a lot of things I want to be able to spend 4 or 5 hours a day just all by myself, working on myself, on my body. I know that that will be extremely beneficial to me, and it's what I want, and it's what I'm going to do. And so basically, another major goal is that I want to have my own place within a year, by February 1st, within a year. My own apartment, my own place. And I'd like to have it be a place that I can be extremely loud as well, because another thing I've been discovering, and I've talked about a little bit, is discovering that a lot of this has to do with emotions and emotional release and stored, trapped emotion and trauma in the body and tension in the body. And it's extremely, extremely real to me that I have this stuff to get out and to release. And I just want to be able to do it where I live comfortably without disturbing anyone. So I want my own place where I'm not in a complex with people right on the other side of the walls. I need basically a house with a yard or something similar. And so, that's something that's going to cost a good amount of money. It's a little bit expensive here, a little bit more than Wisconsin. And to rent that and have that will cost some money. So it's that and the therapies. And then I want to be able to eat perfect food. And by perfect, there's a little bit of experimentation that I still want to do and need to do as far as finding out what works exactly the best for me. But I do not want money to be any kind of a hindrance or obstacle to eating how I want. I want to be able to easily afford any food. I don't want money to be any sort of issue as to why I can't eat how I want. And so I just made a list of all the things that I want to be doing in a year and have in a year. And I came up with a number of how much money I need to make per month. And it came in at $4,100. So I wrote this down. February 1st, 2018, I want to be making $4,100 per month or more. And I also want to have the free time to spend on these therapies and all this self-care, bodywork therapy care. And that's going to be a little bit challenging to do. But I wrote it all down, and I think about it, and I feel it, and I imagine having all of that and what it will be like, and it feels so good, and it feels so right. And I just know that, this desire that I have, these goals are so valid and important and real, and I'm worthy of it just because I want it. Just the fact that I want it and need it, and I can feel it. It's enough to know that it's real and I deserve it and I'm worthy and I can do it and I will do it. And so I'm writing this stuff down, and I look at the stuff here and there pretty often, and it's in my mind. And I've just found that doing this literally changes my life and my reality. It makes my commitments to this present moment each day stronger. I'm living my life very structured right now with my goals and plans and commitments and dedications. And yeah, another thing more recently that I'm really excited about how it's affected me is that, so I see all this stuff, and one of my goals to obtain this point of making $4,100 or more per month and having that free time, that's a pretty lofty goal. Like, I've never been close to making that much money in my life, and to do it with that kind of free time is pretty intense. I've got someone here watching me, it looks like. But anyways, it's pretty intense and it's a pretty lofty goal. But I recently came across an opportunity online to sign up and buy into a program about building an online business. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about it right now, but I took a big leap and I bought into it, and I'm super excited about it. And it's definitely a little bit risky. It's a little bit bold. I ended up putting down a good amount of money on a new credit card that I just got, and this new credit card has 0 interest for a year and 1% monthly minimum payments. So it's really not, buying into this, it really isn't going to affect my current bank account or savings, but I do have some pressure on me to really make this thing work within the next year and preferably much sooner. Um, so yeah, it was absolutely something kind of bold and risky and something that I just wouldn't have done earlier in my life. But now that I'm dreaming big, I'm writing down the goals, I know what I want, I'm taking action. And when this opportunity comes up, I take that risk, I take that leap, I'm being bold and I'm doing it. And I just think if I wasn't writing this stuff down and dreaming about what I want and feeling it and imagining it and visualizing what that would be like and why I want it and why it feels good to want these things and why I want them, if I wasn't doing that, I would never take action on an opportunity like this. Because it's much easier to just stay comfortable in your comfort zone and not really push yourself or your boundaries into trying new things. But writing down your goals and you start to align with them, it makes you take action towards them like this. It's kind of bold and scary, but it's super exciting, and it pushes you to become the best version of yourself. So basically that's it. I think goals are huge, and writing them down and thinking about them, it really changes your life and your reality. And yeah, highly recommend you guys write down your goals. Feel free to leave me any comments or feedback down below about what you do for goals and how they've helped you or not helped you, or what your experience is. Yeah, have a great day, you guys. Thank you.